Welcome to the heart of Atlanta, Georgia, and Center Parc Stadium. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Appalachian State Mountaineers and the Georgia State Panthers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Before the game, the Panthers head coach was able to tell me he understands coming off that emotional upset win against the #1 team in the country last week could add a lot of fuel to their fire, but he does not want them focused on that. If they're focused on what they did last week, they won't be locked in and do their job this week. Worry about yourself is the advice that this team got from their head coach this week. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking for room. It's Roberts.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Just feeds the running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Moves the pocket. It's Singleton. Out wide right, it's Branch. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Handoff to the single running back. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Rush right in his face. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Running inside. It's Butler. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can give this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Trying to slip through and pick it up. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to him.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
Shows him the stiff arm. Got the first down. There's a crease. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. This quarterback part of their running game. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
The Panthers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. On the run, it's Butler. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for him.
He's changing the play. Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And the Panthers need to pick it up on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
The The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Motion from the wideout. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Still nothing on the board as we open up play here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Using his legs, it's Roberts. Can't get him to the ground. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Singleton. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Motion from the back. Going with the ground game left. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
2nd and long here. Hits inside, it's Roberts. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Singleton. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
All the way back to the 15. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Just had to get rid of it.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Right side, it's Riles. Powers through all the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Finds his man. It's Riles. Wide open on the right. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? From the gun, it's Butler. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Panthers! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Appalachian State comes out on the field to get the drive started. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw. It's Singleton. Out wide left. It's Villa. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. They're really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Gonna run it. It's Roberts. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Unleashes one. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Plows his way ahead. Oh, he's got just plowing ahead. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards, too. Nice execution by this offense.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And as a defense, you just went, whoo, we just dodged a bullet. Not great coverage, an opportunity for them to get a touchdown, and it goes right through his hands.
Makes the catch, and he's free. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is good.
Number 96, set to kick this one away.
From deep, it's Martin. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback.
First and 10.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Changing the routes with his receiver. Brown wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Butler. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Fresh set of downs going up top. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. On play action. Gets rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. He's looking downfield to throw. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Quick give. It's Roberts. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to pass. It's Singleton. Left side, it's Villa. Makes him talk to the hand. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Big fella showing some ability. Got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
Wants to throw one first. Snagged in the middle. It's Villa. On the move at the 30. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Mountaineers are threatening on 1st and goal. Looking to get it in. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Out wide left, it's Branch. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Third and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. The run inside. It's Roberts. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got to play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Sure, they could take the lead with a short field goal here, but this close to the end zone, you want to try to score a touchdown. That's what they'll do on 4th. Try to barge their way in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Brown will throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
The Bruce, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning. He's looking deep. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look in on Iowa State taking on the number 7 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's the Cyclones with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Sunbelt.
He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. There's some daylight. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Powers inside. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Little over anxious out of the stance early, and it's a false start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Georgia State will send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Fields the punt. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Great place to start for this offense. Back to throw, it's Singleton. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, for go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
You know what to do. Get loud. 3rd down.
Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. They want to run this quarterback. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Once he got some room, it was over.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Georgia State, 7.
Coming out with it, it's Martin. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
And they'll take over. First and 10.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Sells the run, looking to pass. The throw. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Appalachian State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They're going to ride this running back.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Runs through the tackle. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
This Georgia State offense ready to go with another first down. Straight ahead, it's Poe. Swamped immediately.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on third down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Takes the handoff. It's Roberts. They were all over it. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Sells to fake. Finds the tight end. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Right at the line. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on third down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
Turns up, it's Roberts. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
And it's been fun to watch them feature this guy. Like, they understand they can run the football. They understand how good he is, and just they've owned the line of scrimmage. They've sprinkled in some pass. Like, this offense has done a really good job staying balanced, but featuring one of their better players.
Tells the run, wants to pass. They're all over him. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver going in motion. Follows his blocks. It's Roberts. He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They've got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Deep in the end zone, it's Martin. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Butler. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to the back. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Brown wants to pass. Left side is Washington. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Georgia State jumps back to the line.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
The Panthers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
Under pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Making the adjustment on the play. Needs it here on fourth down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Lewis. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Hey, coaches talk about it all the time, man. We want to run the football, get in manageable third down situations. Well, you don't have to worry about that. If you can just hand it to this guy and he gets you a first down and he gets you another first down, the ground game is really working. This offense has got it flowing.
He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, App State. Into the end zone for 6. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. calls it on the option. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Snapped on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Dead center perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Brown will throw it. He's taking a deep shot. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Punting on 1st down, but why, though? Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Lewis. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. 3rd down, they need 12. The give on the counter. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and